Okay, guys and gals, I don't normally do do-it-yourself videos, but I have a Honda Mower, self-propelled 21-inch with an electric start, and the electric start doesn't work. This is what it sounds like. It doesn't engage. So I took it apart, and I tried to free up the Bendix with some WD-40. That didn't work, so the starter's bad. So I ordered a new one, and I'm going to move the camera and show you how to put it on. Okay, the first thing I did was I got my manual out, and I looked for the owner's manual part number. And here's the part number for my mower, the model number, HRX 217VLA. Then you can go online and you can look for parts, and you can see what you need for that. You can look for a electric starter assembly, so you need that part number. Let's get ready, and you have 3 nuts on the top here. They take a 10mm socket, so let's break them loose. Okay, anybody that's done any kind of do-it-yourself stuff can put this starter on. Lift off the pull starter, set it aside. Lift off the tank, set it aside. And there's your starter. Okay, there's 2 bolts right here. They're also 10mm. Let's break them loose. Take those bolts. Before we take that off though, it's a lot easier if you take these ground wires off. So let's take those off. Set the screws up here. Remember, I don't think it's important where the wires go. I think they're both ground, but the long one goes on the left and the short one on the right. Okay, so now we have those wires loose. Let's take the starter off. Now let's remove the wires. The red one with the Bendix facing up, that gear facing up, the red one's on top and the yellow one's on the bottom. Set the old starter aside. Here's the new starter. Okay, there's the part number for that. There it is. Now there is a part number on the side of the starter, and I googled that and I came up with the same starter, but that's not the Honda part number. That's a Johnson Electric part number, made in China. Well, I was disappointed that it went bad in 6 years, but it's easy to put on, so we're gonna forgive them this time. It cost me $70 online to get this, plus shipping. I think shipping was like $10 and tax, but $80 overall, 80 some bucks. Okay, those wires are now plugged in. Okay, let's put it back on. Oh, by the way, there was a wiring harness secure clamp here. I cut that off when I took it off the first time to try the WD-40. When I put it back, I'm going to use a nylon wire strap tie, a nylon tie. Much easier to put it back on with that. Okay, I got that bolt started. Just the reverse now to put it back together. Okay, that one started. I'm going to take this off and just snug them a little bit. I had a torque set pretty good on my drill here, so now let's get these ground wires back on. Put these screws back in. The one good thing about this job is it's almost like they knew this thing was going to go bad, so it's almost like a plug and play thing you find for your computer. Just unplug the old one and plug the new one back in. It's almost that easy. Anybody can do this. I started my video by saying hello to guys and gals. There's a lot of gals out there that do their own wrenching. They do a good job of it. Some of them do it for a living. Let's put that wire tie on. Let's fish it down through the top of the hole. This is a small one. If you have a bigger one, that's better, easier to work with, but I didn't have one. And due to the coronavirus, I wasn't going to go out and get one. So these are from my RC airplanes. Radio controlled airplanes don't require a big one. They use a small wire tie. Now if I just feed that through the opening in the tie. This may be the hardest part of the whole thing. Fingers don't work as good as they used to. There we go. I think I'll get this time. Okay, there it is. Let's tighten it up. Okay, the wiring harness is secure again. Put the tank back on. Put the self or pull starter back on. If it didn't go on, it doesn't go down over the pegs the first time, just move your cord, spin the reel a little bit, and you'll line up those pegs. Tabs or whatever you want to call it that's on the flywheel. Okay, so we have that. those are probably secure enough. Let's just test them. Oh yeah. Okay, so that everything is back in place. Let's see if it'll start. I'm going to put the spark plug back on. Move everything out of the way. Okay, the gas is on. Let's give it a try. So we're finished. We put our starter on. I didn't time it, but that didn't take very long, so anybody can do this. It's probably save you 80 to 100 bucks taking it to a shop and having somebody do it. Maybe someone in your family's a good person with a wrench. So order it online and put it on yourself. Thanks for watching.